Hi guys, it's me. Welcome back to my channel. I am so very sorry for not posting any videos lately. I have a lot of acting stuff that I needed to do, but I promise, and when I mean I promise, I always keep it. I promise I will post more videos. I will post 2 to 3 videos per week, I promise you guys. But today I have a special treat for you because I love books. My brother loves books. And he has a gift to show you. Show them!
Hi, so I got this from graduating at karate. So it's called Tiger Rock. So it's actually Squishmallow. So it's actually Tiger. And I kick.
So I have a little bit of my favorites. These are my 2 favorite books by the same author by Matt Phelan. And the first book I'm gonna read is called The Storm in the Barn by Matt Phelan. I have a treat for you guys today. These are 2 books by the same author by Matt Phelan, and the first book I'm gonna read is The Storm in the Barn. Now these books right here are historical fiction into a comic book, and if you guys like historical fiction or you guys like comic books or even both, I think these will be a really good book for you. The Storm in the Barn by Matt Phelan. Oh, heads up guys, most of this is in like black and white and brown, so there's not gonna be that much color in it. It all started in Kansas in 1937. A whole family packed up because of the dust storm. Nobody liked it, and they all had to leave. Papa said the dust can have it. They drove through, they couldn't see. They stopped, Father saw a light. What the? He stopped. Mama said, what was it? Nothing. It couldn't have been anything. The next day. Oof. He didn't puke. Looks like he can take your gut punch, Ray. Practice makes perfect. What did you say? Did you just talk? They all ran away due to something. He didn't know what until he turned around. The dust storm. Jack ran. He ran home. It was too dangerous, but he had to. Dust storm. Okay, boys, inside. Say, didn't I see Jack Clark outside? Where's Jack Clark? Oh, Jack. Ran over, tripped on his own fence, still ran away from the dust cellar, tried opening it, went inside the house. People opened and took him inside. Jack, are you all right? What were you doing out there? I was in town, but why didn't you take shelter at the general store? Very interesting. You chose to run into the dust storm. That was not a rational decision. I was running away from the dust, not into it. Sometimes we think things, maybe even hear voices in our head that seem to make sense, seem to be the way things are. Isn't that right, Jack? I don't follow you, sir. Abe, will you take off that mask? Sorry, Tom. I tried to wait out in Mr. Talbot's farm, but the Talbots left town last night, California. But it was, next time, take shelter. Next time, think. We don't want to lose you. We're not losing Dorothy, and we're not losing anyone. Your daughter's condition, which by our colleagues at Red Cross headquarters in Wichita are now calling it dust pneumonia, has not improved. Mrs. Clark, in fact, Jack, go see to your sisters. You might want to keep an eye on that one, Tom. I've begun to notice a new trend, a new condition. All this dust, it gets to some people on a different level. I'm thinking of calling it dust dementia. Jack. William, are you sitting on your favorite chew toy? You sure? Yeah. Did you really outrun the storm? You must be the fastest boy in town. No, I wouldn't say that. I don't know. You must be pretty fast. I'm fast too. How's the other Dorothy? She's in another scrape, this time. He began to read a story. At the time the wind began to blow, a ship was sailing far out upon the waters. When the waves began to tumble and toss and grow bigger and bigger, the ship rolled up and down and tipped sideways. First one way and then the other, and it was jolted around so roughly that even the sailormen had to hold fast to the ropes and railings to keep themselves from being swept away or pitched along head into the sea. And the clouds were so thick that the sunlight couldn't get through them. So the day grew dark and as night, which added the terrors of the storm. We don't have a choice anymore. Do you think I just want to leave our home? We don't have a choice. There's only so much I can do alone. Jack's no help. Problem is this land. It's cursed. I'll fix the car and then we'll go. He wakes up in the morning, sees that the dust is gone, but still there. Walks downstairs, does his chores, looks outside and sees Father trying to do something. Sorry. Leave that be. Can I fetch you any tools? Got what I need. Can I help? No, Jack, you can't. Can he get you something from town? Can I? Look, just go find your baby sister and keep an eye on her. Walks away and tries to look for his little sister. Rain, rain, go away, come again another day. Mabel, rain, rain, go away. You know you're not supposed to wander this far from the house. He turns around, looks inside the barn cellar, opens it, but it wasn't opening. He walked around and went into town, but before he stopped, he saw something nailed to the fence post. He went inside the store. Hello, Jack, what's the rumpus? Hi, Ernie, I thought I'd just stop by. It's good to see you, my friend, good to see you. Say, you look a little bit spooked. Well, on the way here, I saw out on the fence. Well, there. See you later, pal. Say, Jack, did I ever tell you about the time that the extraordinary boy, his name was Jack too, by Battle Kings of the West Wind? Yep, the other day. It was a good story. The tale of Jack and the King of Blizzards? Yep. How about that time the boy named Jack hit the two-headed kings of the Northeast Wings? No? Well, that Jack was the strongest boy in the whole country. Maybe the strongest boy in the whole country. One day, for a reason or another, Jack was stuck up in a tree. See, normally Jack would just hop down, but this day, for reasons I can't recollect, he was being chased by a two-headed giant. Yep, two-headed giant. So Jack cleverly outwitted the giant by squeezing milk from an ordinary stone. Milk from a stone? Yes, well, it was a trick of some sort. Something about Jack having the milk hidden in his jacket and then faking the whole thing with the rock. Anywho, eventually Jack climbed down to face the giant. He was fighting and then, excuse me, I'll have a pop, Ernie. Sure thing, Bill. Sure. The next thing you know, not very cold. First case. My apologies, Bill. Anyway, the next thing you know, old Jack was taken away from the giant's own axe and then chopped off his head. And old Jack cut both of the giant's head off with one swing, one clean swipe. Gosh. Later, he was walking home. He was able to open the bar cellar. He went inside. He started walking and he stepped on a pedal. Even though there was no rain. Weird. Slam. He went home. This is a good one, Dorothy. It's about to be set upon wheelers, men with 4 wheels instead of hands and feet. Oh. What did you do today, Jack? Any adventures? See any wheelers? No, I suppose not. I was in the Talbot's abandoned barn. Didn't see anything, and that the door was stuck, and Anyways, it smelled funny. Barns generally do. No, not like that. Not like animals. It smelled like, I don't know, a funny smell. So, what is Dorothy up to? Well, Dorothy was going to visit her uncle, and her ship caught in a storm. She fell overboard with this chicken, but they both washed up in Oz. She's in the deadly desert now. Is the wizard in this one? Nope. I know that Dorothy was taken out of Kansas by a twister, but I never understood why the wizard was in Oz. Was he running away? Was he hiding out? Was he like Al Capone? The wizard's not like Al Capone. I know, but what was he doing in Oz? I don't know. I suppose that in Oz, he's a big wizard, more powerful than just a fella. He wanted to be special, to be powerful. I guess he wasn't much use at home in Kansas. Is this a private meeting? You shouldn't try to talk so much, dear. It's okay. Talking to Jack helps. Mom, can we listen to the story of Deadly Desert? Deadly Desert? Don't you get enough of that around here? Ma, tell us about it before, when you were a girl. This land was a paradise for my folks. It was beautiful. It was green when we arrived, an ocean of grass. The Indians had it first, acres of pasture land. Then the white folk moved them out and started ranching. It was good land, promised crops. Folks came all over to farm with it. My family came early. We lived in a dugout at first, right in the ground, dirt walls, lots of bugs. Bugs? Big bugs. It wasn't perfect, but he gave us shelter. My daddy and brothers worked harder than anybody. They planted wheat, and the wheat came up. Same story pretty much for your pa's family too. We met and married, then we built this house, made it a home, and everything I've ever dreamed of. Especially after you little ones were born. We were so happy until the dusk came and the rain vanished. I remember rain. You were too young. You've never even seen rain. You were no older than 7 when the last rain fell, Jack, so maybe I wouldn't be too hard on Mabel. Yes, ma'am. I love planting seasons when the rain comes. But my favorite thing about rain is right before it comes. There's a certain smell in the air. Jack goes back into the barn cellar, sees the light again, takes his flashlight and goes inside. It breaks off. It doesn't work. He sees a bright shining light and then a mysterious figure with rain for face. He runs out, hits his father. What in the world are you doing out here in the middle of the night? I saw a bag, a flash of light, Jack, in the Talbot barn. A man, his face looked like rain. Jack, go on now, get back inside. Dust dementia. I am not insane. No, gentlefolk, I am not insane at the least. I have merely peered into the mysteries of forces of nature and discovered their true secrets. I have studied your plight and engineered a solution. Gentlefolk, I give you my amazing Thunder Mastian apprentice, patent pending. For a small fee, I shall take this marvelous machine into your once lush farmland and manifest thunder itself because, well, as you know, where thunder, the rain must surely follow. Hiya, Jack. Hi, Ernie. Looks like you've seen a ghost or something. Something. Ernie, have we had any gangsters around here? What would they steal? Well, maybe they'd be on the lam hiding out. I think this might be about too good of a hideout, Jack. I don't think any self-respecting this big shot city criminal would be caught dead or alive around these parts. Ernie, is there a king of the storms? Nope, not anything I remember. There was a king Marak though. He was a king, he had a daughter C, and one day old Jack was, are you sure about the king of storms? I'm gonna pause this book right here really quick because when he's talking about the king of storms, they're in Kansas, but let's say they're in Kansas and then instead of Kansas they were in Greece. There would be a king of storms. It's Zeus. And then Ernie wouldn't be able to tell the story if he was in Greece, but they're in Kansas right now, so they couldn't have done that. Anyway, back to the story. I'm sure. Now back to the King Marak. The thing about Jack, he was clever and real clever, but he was also the bravest boy you've ever seen. Jack heard that boy's got dust dementia. He's a good boy. He'll make the whole town proud someday. Boo! Run, little Jackrabbit, run. He went back inside the barn cellar. He heard his little sister, rain, rain, go away, come again another day. Mabel, mud pies. Shh, Mabel, you have to be quiet. Why? It's not a game, not a sound. It's a game, not a sound. Shh. He's the Rain Man coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. Slam. Do you ever hear me, Mabel? Don't go in there. Never. We're never going back in there again. Jack, what's wrong? What can I do? What? I don't even know what it is, if it's real. What can I do? You can do plenty, Jack. It's just, you haven't even had a chance. The rain stopped, 4 years ago? You were 7 at the time. Nobody expects a 7-year-old to work on the farm. 7-year-olds are still too small, that's all. You got older, but the farm didn't. The dust stopped everything, except you getting older. It's not your fault that there was nothing for you to do. Nothing for you should show us how valuable you are to the farm. Dorothy, no, Jack. I thought about this. Mabel was a squirt, but when it still is. But when the rain went away, you took your chance to grow up. This time, he woke up this morning, went outside without doing his chores, explored. He went and tried to help Pa. Jack, don't touch anything. Can I? No. What time is it? Near 8. Where are you going, Pa? Rabbit drive today. You stay here. You can't handle this. How many figures did you round up? 1,000 maybe. Never seen so many jackrabbits in one pen. there won't be much longer. Bad enough the crops won't grow. The hoppers were one thing, but these rabbits swarming all over our land, eating every last bit of green, eating whatever might want to grow. We'll take care. He saw the dust storm. Westward, the fertile land of Ev suddenly ended a little way from the palace, and the girl could see miles and miles of the sandy desert that stretched further than her eyes could reach. It was this desert, she thought, with much interest, that alone separated from her the wonderful land of Oz, and she remembered sorrowfully that she had never been told that anyone was able to cross this dangerous waste by herself. Once a cyclone had carried her across it, and a magical pair of silver shoes had carried her back again. But now she had neither a cyclone nor silver shoes to assist her, and her condition was sad indeed. He went back out. Jack went back outside. I could be sick. Dust mentioned maybe. He went inside the